Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Paloma and this is Paloma Beauty. So a couple of my friends the other day were like, Paloma, why don't you do a cocktail makeup inspired series? So I know a couple of beauty YouTubers have already done this before, but I thought, I'd put my own little spin on it. Now to kick off the first cocktail makeup inspired look, I am drinking an Aperol Spritz, one of my favorite summer drinks. So yummy. Now I had to film this video like at an appropriate time, it's, what time is it? 3:15. Yeah, that's all right. So my look is just going to be inspired by, obviously I'm still going to make it quite wearable. It's not going to be some like crazy artistic looks. It's going to be, yeah, still wearable and just colors inspired by the drink while I'm drinking it and talking to you guys and doing my makeup. Now with an Aperol Spritz, usually you put orange slices in it. I didn't actually have any, so I just put mint in mine from my garden. I love mint in any drink really, so it's yummy. Oh, I should probably stop drinking it and start my look. The foundation I'm trying is the Covergirl Outlast All Day Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 foundation. It's got SPF of 20 and it has the lasting power of primer, coverage of a concealer and blendability of a foundation in one, and is shine free. Wow, okay, so I actually tested out the color earlier today and I'm a little bit nervous about using it. It is a little bit pink for my skin. I swear the lights in Priceline are deceiving. It looked yellow in the lighting there, and then when I brought it home I was like, oh, that's pink. But anyway, we're still gonna give it a go. Now I got the shade Creamy Natural 820 and it looks like this. I really like the packaging of the Covergirl foundations. I like they've got a little lid, and you can also lock the pump, which is good because I usually lose the lid. So it's good, travel friendly when you can lock the pump. Now to test out this foundation, I'm using my Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. Now I'm just gonna start with 2 pumps. Yeah, it's a little bit pink, but we'll see how it goes. I feel like 2 pumps is gonna be a lot. Now, I actually don't have a lot of foundations with SPF, which isn't good. I'm trying to put SPF into my skincare now because I'm using like retinol and different serums that are making my skin more sensitive. And as I get older, I need to prevent that aging. So if this foundation is good, then it's a bonus that it has SPF in it as well. Okay, so I finished blending out the foundation and it is too pale for me. Ugh, my shoulders got so burnt on my walk yesterday. It was a bit naughty of me. But yeah, the foundation is a little bit too pale for me, but that's okay. That's what bronzer's for. It's more of like a neutral kind of pinky undertone. It looks more pink in real life, definitely. I really love how it's sitting on my skin. Like it doesn't look cakey or anything. It's got like a nice kind of dewy finish. I mean, it might dry down more to a matte, but first impressions, I do really like it. Pretty good coverage. I'd say it's like a medium coverage. I only use those 2 pumps, but you could definitely use less, like to get more of a sheer coverage. I ended up like layering it with the leftover foundation I had. Okay, next I'm going to do my eyes, and I'm using the NYX Pigment Primer. You can also use it just as like a normal eyeshadow primer. So that's the consistency of the primer. It's like a white pearly kind of finish. And I'm actually just going to use my finger just to dab this on my eye. I did put some foundation down on my lids, but I'm just going to press this primer on. And then just finding my eyelids are becoming more and more oily. I think just because it's hot. So I'm testing out a few different eyeshadow primers. Now the eyeshadow palette that I'm using today is my Zoeva Caramel Melange palette. I love this one, definitely, probably like my favorite eyeshadow palette. I say that about most of my eyeshadow palettes though. Now I'm actually going to set that eye primer just because it's a little bit tacky and I don't want my eyeshadow to skip. And I'm going to be using the white shade here. This will just add like a little bit more coverage to my lids because I didn't put a concealer down, just a little light layer of foundation. Oh, so yummy. So yummy. Now this looks pretty simple actually. I'm only using like 4 shades. Pretty simple. Now the next shade I'm putting down is just a light layer of the shade Alchemy here. It's a really warm kind of peachy brown color. And that's going to act as my transition shade. I'm using a big fluffy brush that looks a little bit munted actually. I just washed it. Anyway, now I'm just looking down at my mirror and placing that color above my crease. Now I'm going to be building this color up. Okay, with that same shade and my Morphe N433 brush, I am going to put that on my lower lash line as well and connect it to the top part. For those who are watching this, comment below your favorite drink. I'm also going to put that shade on my inner corner just a little bit. I think I might do a halo eye. I find it just makes my eyes look bigger and just like pop. Ooh, that got a bit out of control. For my next shadow, I'm using the shade Aftertaste. I don't know if it's picking up on camera as much, but it is a kind of like a vibrant tangerine shade. It's really pretty. It's really nice just all over the lid. I'm going to use that same brush and put it just a little bit lower. Ooh, it's quite bright. Just above my natural crease in my eye. I'm also going to put that all the way along my lower lash line as well. Now I'm just going to continue building up that colour. Man, this Aperol's going down way too easy. I feel like drinking this I should be in a tropical beach somewhere. But now I'm sitting here in the storm. Alright. Okay, for my next shade, I'm using Liquid Center. It's like an orangey, bronzy, shimmery shade. Really, really love this. And I'm gonna use my finger to apply that more just to the center of my eyelid. Now, I've just zoomed you in so you can see the full effect. Now, this isn't like completely orange, but it's the most orange, shimmery shade I had. Wow, I'm really just putting this all over my lid. Okay, I'm going for it. A little bit above my crease. These shadows are so pigmented. Like I've only dipped it in once and you can see I've still got heaps on my finger. Ooh, so pretty. Now with my brush, as applying the orange, I'm just gonna lightly blend that out. Like that. Should I put it on the lower lash line? Yeah. Alright, I'm going to put it on the lower lash line as well. And I'm using a flat brush. Actually, don't use my finger. I use my finger. Oh yeah. I reckon it kind of matches, kind of. I feel like the drink is a little bit more fluoro orange, but you know, here's what we got. Okay, I feel like I need a little bit of definition just along my lash line. So I'm going to use the L'Oreal Le Smokey Super Liner. It's just a brown pencil liner. And I'm just going to run it along my lash line, my top lash line. Not being precise or anything, it's just so when we put mascara on, it's got a little bit of definition. Put a little bit outer corner of my lower lash line as well. And then I'm actually going to use a little sponge on the back of the pencil, which I don't usually do, but it's right there. Just to smudge it out a bit. Okay, finished the eyes. I really like how they turned out. Nice little orange Aperol moment. Now I'm going to move on to bronzing my face. Actually, before I bronze my face, I'm going to use my Glow Mon Amour drops to add some highlight to the top of my cheekbones. Now I'm just going to put a little bit on the back of my hand. You only need like a really small amount of this, unless you want to be beaming like a disco ball. You can use more. But I'm just going to use my face sponge to apply it. Woo! A lot. Now for my bronzer, I'm using the Rimmel Bronze Trio palette. These are quite shimmery. Now I'm going to be using the middle shade. Middle shade? Maybe a combination of the middle and the top shade. Yeah, definitely going to use the top and middle because my brush is too big, so. Ooh. She's glistening. Let's highlight that texture. Woo! Now, you gotta be careful with these bronzers, like, you should really set your face when using them, otherwise they do get a little bit stuck. If you're not gonna set your face, just go in really small amount and just build up. Like, for example here, definitely went into heavy-handed. Now, it's kind of hard to blend out. Now, just going back to that foundation, the Covergirl one, I really like how it is looking on my skin, but it looks a bit funny on my nose, like it's kind of emphasized the pores on my nose. Like I have quite large pores on my nose. And it's definitely emphasized that even on my cheeks, it's just kind of emphasizing all the pores. Okay, for blush, I'm using my Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. I'm not putting too much blush on because this foundation's already like a little bit pink. You know, pink blush on pink foundation, it's just not a look for me really. Ooh, shiny. Okay, I have another new product to try and it's the Essence Lash Princess Mascara. Now, I have seen this like on TikTok, on Instagram, all over social media the last couple weeks. Now, I know it's not a new mascara, but I saw it years ago, but I never picked it up. But today I was in Priceline and I thought I'd give it a go. The one looks like this. It's like a nice skinny one. So I'm gonna see how this goes. All right, let's see how we go. I do really like brushes like this, so I hope that I like this mascara. It's definitely grabbing all the lashes and separating them, but also adding volume. I feel like, oh. I feel like I'm getting this all over my lid. Why am I like this? Ooh. Ooh. I like this mascara so far. That mascara is $7. So if you are in the market for a new mascara, go have a look at the Essence Lash Princess. The blue version of this, like with the blue packaging, it's waterproof. I just got the normal one. They also have another version, but if you're looking for a new one, try this one because it is really nice. I really like it. My lashes look really black. I also did my lower lashes a little bit longer than usual. I just kind of went for it, but I'm impressed. Oh my God, you know what I realized I didn't put on? My concealer. Wow. Because I haven't set my face or anything, I'm actually just gonna put a little dot just in here, in here. Wow. I mean, you don't need concealer really, but I'm just gonna put it on anyway. And I'm just gonna use my finger. I've only put a really small amount. Oh, I should have said the concealer I'm using is my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. There we go. Wouldn't even know. Now I'm also going to use my Glow Mon Amour drops just for my inner corner highlight because that Zoeva palette doesn't have like a really light coloured shimmery shade. Now I'm just using a little flat brush. Okay, for lips, I'm going to use my NYX Natural Lip Liner. And then over top, I'm going to use my Revlon lip gloss in 215 Super Natural. Using a gloss. What's new? I just feel like with this look, a gloss would be nice. I do have an orange lipstick, but I think it'd just be too much. Too much with the eyes. So I'm just using a natural gloss. Alright, that is the finished look. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed my first cocktail inspired look. If you have any favourite cocktails or cocktail inspired looks that you want me to do, let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!